So earlier this week, Korea lost an iconic figure in the fight for justice for the victims of sexual slavery by Japan during World War II, the so-called comfort women. Kim Bok-dong, who was herself enslaved by the Japanese military, died at the age of 93. And today, hundreds of South Koreans have gathered here in Seoul to honor her in a sending-off ceremony as part of her funeral. Their wish, they say, is for Kim as she leaves this world to fly like a butterfly. And our Won Jung-hwan is at the ceremony in front of the Japanese embassy. Jung-hwan, what's the feeling like over there?
Hi, Ji-yoon. It's an atmosphere of mixed emotions. Right here in front of the Japanese embassy, there is a statue representing the comfort woman. And just less than an hour ago, there were hundreds and hundreds of people gathered for the memorial ceremony to mourn Kim Bok-dong, a victim of the Japan's wartime sexual slavery. And hundreds of people have made gestures of remembrance for Kim, who is well known for to raise public awareness of the issue. The gathering began at 6:30 this morning at Yonsei Severance Hospital in Western Seoul, where crowds have been coming to pay their respects. And after that, people marched together all the way to the Japanese embassy here in the center of Seoul. Emotions are mixed here as people gathered in front of the embassy for the first time during the victims' memorial ceremony and still have never received a sincere apology from Tokyo. When she was alive, she strongly condemned Japan for not making a sincere apology, often coming right here to the front of the embassy to demand compensation to the victims for their suffering. Kim traveled to various places in Europe, the United States, and Japan to share her painful story. She also spent most of her later years advocating for the anti-war movement and campaigning for women's rights issues, becoming a symbolic figure in Korea and worldwide for her work in uncovering the truth about sexual slavery and for her active role in promoting women's rights. The death brings the number of Korean survivors of Japan's sexual slavery down to 23. And because the remaining survivors are very old, most of them are older than 90 years old, it raises a huge concern for the victim and the public as well, because there might not be enough time to receive a sincere apology from Tokyo. That's all from me. Back to you, Ji-yoon.